This is the name of the island, called Little St. James or Epstein Island. There was almost every luxury on this island of 72 acres. Here, from luxury resorts to private talks and libraries. The cinema was all there. Some of the world's greatest figures came to this island. The truth is that young people are here in the guise of parties and vacations. The children were unfairly used. There are reports of something on this island. Underground tunnels were also built. It is said that there are tunnels. It was created for a specific purpose. This is where the islanders moved from one place to another, used to go, not to be seen by the guests above. Or was it just an elite route for guests? Those who suffered from it, they were young girls, and hear the names of the mighty and their parents. No one dared to go against them. At least not for several years. But then the whole story in March 2005. When the curtain rises, Cotton. A girl named Wild showed bravery. Jeffrey Epstein at Palm Beach Police Station, Florida. Filed first report. Police in this case. FBI and other investigative agencies, which is evidence. And he made everything stand out. Evidence included the names of important figures, their inappropriate pictures, and flight to Epstein Island. Log into all proofs. I submitted, and the same documents to Epstein. Files are called. The question is, who was Jeffrey Epstein? He got so much money. From where? And how did he make connections with the most famous people? In addition to the secret tunnels on Secret Island, what else did the FBI find? And the most secure prison when Jeffrey died. The CCTV camera was bad that night. Or behind him. It was a powerful hand. Welcome to Zim TV videos again. A minor meth teacher. Whoever sees the world becomes the most mysterious. Jeffrey Epstein started at the Dalton School at Nintendo's 70s, but his real home was Wall Street, the owner of Victoria's Secret. Like Liz Waxner, the trust of billionaires won, and they began to manage their money. Millions of dollars in commission and friendship with the elite class. Epstein went from New York to Florida, the Empire of Bengals. But there was a dark secret hidden behind this glowing world. Epstein innocent and low on his power and money. He was hunting for girls. This is the story of a man who was a billionaire for the world. Actually a terrible criminal. The largest private palace in Manhattan, 7,500 in New Mexico. Acres of ranch and luxury apartments in Paris. Epstein's royal life was nothing short of a dream. His real empire, 72 acres, island in the Caribbean, was Little St. James, what we call Epstein Island. Epstein uses his private jet to get here, which the media called the Lolita Express. What happened on this island? It is claimed that this island is the largest in the world, named after the guests. And underage girls were targeted here. Not just money in Epstein's world. The most powerful faces in the world. Bill Clinton traveled on Epstein's private jet 26 times, including international tours. Donald Trump was also Epstein's neighbor and friend in '90s. But then there was a rivalry between the two. Trump says Epstein refused to go to the island. The biggest blow to the British royal family. Prince Andrew was accused of killing 17-year-old Virginia. Joffrey abused Epstein's words. Prince Andrew of Virginia, with his famous photo, viral worldwide. And then it was Prince Andrew. The royals had to leave, had to settle $16 million. And from October 2025 to Prince, the name was also taken away. From Bill Gates to Hollywood stars. It was in Epstein's social circle. FBI finds piles of stairs and photos from Epstein's home, which caused a great deal of doubt among the people. Although the law has not yet received a client list. Epstein's relationship. There is a puzzle for the world today. Epstein's sins. The first 2,000 exploded in 5 when a Florida girl named Courtney Wild showed courage, and the Palm Beach police made a statement against Epstein. Police investigations have shaken the world. It turns out that Epstein is not 1 or 2. He had dozens of underage girls. And it starts from there. The biggest joke in the world's judicial history. 2008. Epstein should have been jailed for life. Then a secret deal was made. U.S. Attorney Alexander Acosta and Epstein's expensive lawyers together. The victims were kept in the dark, and the one who saved Epstein. Epstein was sentenced to only 18 months. And surprisingly, he also received VIP treatment in prison. He works in his office all day. Then he slept at night. After only 13 months, he was completely free. Not only did he have the power, but he had the power. He also saved his friends, whose name is still in the Epstein files. But Epstein made a mistake here. Then his pride and self-confidence overwhelmed him. To save yourself, Epstein revealed his relationship with powerful people. But this is what the media caught, and the story of Dell. It has spread throughout the world. He knew that the power of money. They will buy these girls. This was his greatest error. After Courtney Wild takes the stand, there were plenty of girls, and they all took a stand against Epstein. They challenged the deal 2008. Started to do a victim of Epstein in July 2009. Virginia Jeffrey files civil lawsuit in which he said Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell did it with famous people, forced to do wrong. Let me tell you here, Galen. Maxwell was Epstein's girlfriend, which was a great crime. It's work for innocent underage girls. I had to recruit. They lure girls out of school with money and job excuses. Hired. Just a little bit since then. A lot of news started to come out about how Epstein, he bought the punishment for himself in Florida. The Daily Mail printed Joffrey's interview in 2011, which was about Prince Andrew. Then the prince's troubles began. Then 2015 Americans. The media also asked the question, why did Epstein get so much discount? After years of silence, a big one in 2018, exploded journalist Julie K. Brown publishes her report on the provision of justice. I found out how the system saved a criminal. The fire was like a fire in America. This report runs 6 July 2000 Nintendo. Jeffrey Epstein arrested again. There was no secret deal this time. The court refused to grant him, and the people of the world were afraid. Epstein will now name everyone one by one before the trial begins. The world was shaken by news. 10th August 2019 mornings. Epstein's body found in New York's most secure prison.
Jeffrey Epstein.
Epstein was found dead in his jail cell in New York on Saturday.
The official report said he had committed suicide. But the truth was strange. That night in jail, the guards were asleep and Epstein suddenly, Sway was removed from the side watch list. There is only one scream in the streets of America. He said Epstein did not commit suicide. People believed he was silenced, so that the secrets of the great names of the world may be buried forever. Although the law called it murder, this is the biggest thing in the world today. After Epstein's death, his closest companion looks. Ghislaine Maxwell ticked off. Maxwell, she is the daughter of famous British media tycoon Robert Maxwell. Someone called Epstein's madam. Find the same young girls for Epstein. They helped him and helped him. Despite Epstein's passing, the FBI is investigating. And the 2nd July 2020 days, Kellyanne Maxwell in a remote New Hampshire, arrested from farmhouse. Jeffrey Epstein was spared the death penalty. His greatest companion, Ghislaine Maxwell could not escape the wrath of the law. November 2021 in New York court. The hearts of the victims by the speakers. The world cried. It turns out that Maxwell is not just a colleague. Rather, it was the mastermind of the entire trafficking network. Who was looking for innocent children for Epstein? June 2022 court. Maxwell was sentenced to 20 years in prison. The judge said clearly, "This is a punishment for children." Maxwell is serving his sentence in a Florida jail today. After Epstein's death, a fund was set up for the victims, which until now, $131 million to more than half 100 servers. They are divided. Epstein is dead, but his files. 2025 in world politics. Fire. Epstein files public in January 2024. The series of January 2025. Donald Trump re-elected president. Then a new turning point came. Trump promised in the campaign that Epstein's files will be released. The result was that Attorney General Pam, in February 2000, Bondi claimed that the client list was kept on his desk, but when the first phase was released, the people made fun of it because there was nothing new in it. But the real explosion happened in November in 2050. The two major political parties of the United States, Epstein Files Transparency Act passed, which gave the government a deadline of 19 to 22,000, that the files must be released before this deadline. 2050 in December. Some of Ghislaine Maxwell's emails have become public, which is the code name they were using. It was a code name, de Voyevoodspelmin. The investigation proved that it was no other. Prince. There were Andros who were hiding behind code name looking for girls. 20,000 pages of emails. Epstein faces an old claim. Did Trump know about girls before? The White House called it Epstein's lie. But new records show that Trump, more times than before, traveled on Epstein's jet. If the deadline of December 24 passes, 30,000 pages, new data released. There are more than 1 million pages left. There is a battle between the court and the government. Some people want to know the truth, and some still big hiding behind victim privacy. Names are saved. Jeffrey Epstein is not in this world today, but the shadow of his sins is the mighty of the world. He's still struggling with people. Prince Andrew has lost his honor and dignity. Ghislaine Maxwell is behind bars, and billionaires around the world still with Epstein today. They give their friendship. 2005 begins with the silent voice of a girl. The journey of the world today. The biggest corruption scandal has happened, the most on the island. Found famous and controversial structure. It was a blue and white temple. Nothing was found inside the temple, but there is a temple-like structure on this island. It raises a lot of questions. When the FBI raided 2019 islands, the question asked was, were there secret tunnels under the island? They found some underground utilities and tunnels, but their purpose is not clear. But it is confirmed that the underground on the island, there were also structures. Place on the island, unique statues also found and shipped. CCTV cameras were found on the floor. These cameras were for security or for blackmail. This question is still alive today. A helipad with a strange face on it. If you look at the satellite image here, there is also a resort surrounded by palm trees, which is connected with helipad and private dock. Some unusual medicines were also found during the raid. Hormonal medicine raised the most questions. It is not their purpose. But having hormonal medicines on a normally private island, plenty of questions. It stands. If Epstein were alive, he would have been exposed to all these secrets. That was probably why he was forced to commit suicide. And that's probably why everyone's eyes are frozen on Epstein files. Epstein files will now open more. New names will be revealed. And maybe some new faces will see the way to prison. The The story of Jeffrey Epstein tells us, money and power can be hidden, but I can't erase. The power of the power. But when he reads, he is a great pride. They meet in the soil. Hopefully this video from Zim TV is also for you guys. They will like and share. Thank you very much for your loving comments. See you in the next great video.